Hey guys, Michael here from michaelsherlock.com. Today's July 27th, 2010, and in customary Apple fashion, the Apple Store was down this morning and came back online 8:30 Eastern Time with a few new things that you can purchase now and a few products that you'll be able to purchase down the line. So we'll start off with the new 27-inch cinema display. This will be one of the products that doesn't launch today, but will launch sometime in September. It'll cost $999, which, before you say anything else, is actually a pretty comparable price to other screens in this size and class. But on the other hand, it's still expensive because you can still get cheaper options at that same size, but you're paying for quality, just so you know. So this is a 16 by 9 screen at 256 by 1400 pixels, but it also has an iSight camera, a powered 3-port USB hub, speakers, and a MagSafe connector for charging your MacBook. And the current 24-inch model has actually dropped $100 to $799, so a little bit more affordable. Next up, that's launching in August, new Mac Pros. Basically, they're introducing a Mac Pro that has 12 cores. That'll cost $4,999. There's also an 8-core model that's actually more expensive than before for $3499, and a quad-core model that's $2499. There's an SSD options, so if you need an SSD, you want that speed, you want that power, you can get it right from Apple. Although a lot of times getting those accessories is kind of more expensive through Apple than getting it through a third party, so you may want to just stick with this standard 1TB drive that comes with the standard configurations and install your own SSD later. And graphics were also improved, so now the Radeon HD 5770 is standard on all, and you can also upgrade to the HD 5870 from ATI. And these graphics cards also have 2 mini DisplayPort out and 1 DVI out, so theoretically you could have 2, therefore 6 screens, 4 on mini display, 2 on DVI. So next up, the iMac's, and the Mac Pro and iMac's we've reported on around the tech the previous 2 episodes. But the iMac, like we suspected, now features Intel Core i3, i5, and i7 chips across the board and new ATI graphics on all models. So every model has a discrete card, no more integrated graphics on the iMacs. But some of the less, headline features, but still ones that are important, the screens are now IPS technology, and the SD card now supports SDXC memory cards. So let's just go over the configurations. For $1199, you get a 21.5-inch screen, 3.06 GHz Core i3, 4 gigs of RAM, 500 GB hard drive, and the ATI Radeon HD 4670. For $1499, again a 21.5-inch screen with a 3.2 GHz Core i3, 4 gigs of RAM, a 1TB hard drive, and an upgraded graphics to the ATI Radeon HD 5670. For $1699, you upgrade to that 27-inch screen, which is gorgeous. You get a 3.20 GHz Core i3, 4 gigs of RAM, 1TB hard drive, and that same ATI Radeon HD 5670. For $2,000, you get the 27-inch screen, 2.8 GHz quad-core i5 chip, which is pretty nice, 4TB hard drive, 1 GB of RAM, or 1TB hard drive, 4 GB of RAM, and the ATI Radeon 5750. Now, there are now SSD options for the 27-inch models, so you can get SSD only, or you can, right from Apple, get SSD and a standard platter drive, if that's something you want. But again, you could probably do that for less money by yourself. And that final model, the 27-inch quad-core model, you can also spend $200 more and get a 2.93 GHz, so a little bit faster clock speed, quad-core i7 model. But just the architecture itself, i7 is faster, so don't think you're paying $200 just to get, a 0.1 GHz increase. It's a different architecture that makes it quicker. So the iMacs are refreshed, which has been about a year since Apple did that. Finally, what we've seen in a few FCC filings, I didn't think was too interesting, but we'll have to see once I get my hands on it, the Magic Trackpad. This is a multi-touch glass trackpad which is constructed out of aluminum and connects to your Mac via Bluetooth. It's similar to the trackpads we see on the new MacBook Pros and MacBooks. It has full gesture support, meaning you get 2-finger scrolling, pinch to zoom, rotating with your fingertips, 3-finger swiping, and 4-finger recognition. And it's powered off 2 AA batteries, similar to the current keyboard and the mice that they sell. But Apple is also launching a battery charger for $29.99, which comes with 6 rechargeable batteries, so you don't have to continuously pay to get new batteries in your Apple products. And 6 is actually pretty good because you could have 2 for your mouse, 2 for your keyboard, and 2 for your Magic Trackpad. So I'm Michael Sherlock from michaelsherlock.com. What do you think about these new updates? Is there anything that you want to jump on, or is it just a standard upgrade? Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.